What's going on, everyone? It's Josh from Meticulous & Co. Mobile Auto Detailing, and I just want to bring you in and show you how I wash any classic car. We have an El Camino here that's been repainted, and I'm just doing a one-step protection on it. But before that, of course, I have to wash it. And this is a little bit different than every other time I wash, a daily driver, a modern car. These cars are a little bit more fragile, even if they are completely restored. The reason being is it's not necessarily that the paint is fragile, it's the seals. All of the weather stripping is fragile. Most of them aren't brand new. Most of them are the original weather stripping pieces. So you don't want to take a pressure washer to them. You barely want to take free-flowing water to them from a hose. So what I do, I have a method here that I want to show everyone. It's completely safe, and I need to stress that this is for the classic car that is garaged every day. It's probably not daily driven. You'll probably take it on weekends, you'll take it to car shows, you'll drive it on a nice day. So generally speaking, these cars are in really good condition. It just needs a little bit more than a dusting. So what we have here are a couple products. They're the same thing, they're rinseless washes. And what they do is they add slickness to your water. They have water softeners in them, so you won't get water spots. They add shine and gloss. There are some out there that add protection too. Neither of these add protection. They just clean the panel really well. I have one here called McGee's 37. It's their N914. This one works really well. This one will foam up a little bit for you if you wanted to. If you stick the hose right in the bucket, it's gonna foam up for you. This is another great option called ONR. This is probably the most popular one. I use another one called Wolfgang Uber Rinseless Wash. I just don't have the bottle with me today. It's a red bottle. All of these you can get on Amazon. This is 32 ounces for $20. This is 32 ounces. I believe this was 30. And the Wolfgang is 16 ounces for $20. I have videos earlier in the channel that feature the Wolfgang Uber Rinseless Wash. I talk about making a quick detailer for your car. So all these are concentrate. So what that means is you're not going to use them. They're not ready to use. So you're not going to put a spray nozzle on this and just start using it. You're going to get another spray bottle and dilute this, or you're going to get a 5-gallon bucket and dilute it. And you're going to have this for a very long time, especially if you don't do this every day. You're highly concentrated. You don't need to use a lot. So the thing that you don't want to do is I'm backtracking a little bit, but the thing that you don't want to do is take a pressure washer to this. I have a lot of videos that show me using a foam gun and foaming the whole vehicle. It looks cool. It does an amazing job for modern vehicles. It adds a whole lot of slickness, so you're safely washing the vehicle, and that's what I would recommend for any modern car. But those typically have a lot more dirt, grime. They're just dirtier. They're used every day. They need a lot more attention. These, generally speaking, they're inside. They don't come out often. They need a little bit more than a dusting. So what you're gonna do in this case is you're gonna avoid the weather stripping. You can rinse it all you want, and that's fine. It's just like spraying anything else. It's not gonna be so detrimental. But you don't wanna take free-flowing water. You're gonna get it in all the seals, especially a pressure washer. It's just not a good idea. So, that being said, I have a bucket here. I just use hose water. You don't need to use distilled water. These have water softeners in them. It's gonna get rid of the hard water spots. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fill up your bucket, and these bottles, the products, are very good at telling you exactly what to use and how to use them in terms of dilution ratios, because they're both a concentrate. So for every gallon of water, you're going to want to use an ounce or two of the rinseless wash, and the same goes for this. You don't have to be so diligent because they are very user friendly, but why use more than you have to? You really make it last a whole lot longer if you use an ounce or two per gallon of water. I know you're not going to measure a gallon, but kind of just eyeball a gallon of water. I'm using a little bit more than a gallon, so each of these caps is an ounce. So what I have in this bucket is the O&R. So I filled it up to about a little bit more than a gallon, and I put 3 capfuls in here. And I use this all the time, but I'm almost out. I use this for clay lube if you're a detailer or you're gonna put protection on your vehicle at home yourself. I hope you should know what a clay lube is. If not, I have other videos talking about how to clay a vehicle. Both of these products you can use, dilute them correctly in a bottle with distilled water or regular water, and it will make a great clay lube for you. You don't need to go out and buy a quick detailer from the store. So I have this 3 capfuls in a bucket of water, and instead of using a wash mitt, you can use a wash mitt. You have just a little bit more control with a nice microfiber towel. You just have it soaking in the bucket, wring it out. Can drip just a little bit, fold it into 4s. Now what you're gonna wanna do is gonna have it in a 4s, start from the top, work your way down. I like to put my whole hand on and kind of take my thumb and curl it up a little bit, and it's easy enough. You don't have to overthink it. Just go down the panel and then go turn it and go back the other way. Turn it, go back the other way. You can roll it at the same time, so the contact point on the towel is different and it's picking up. This is just light dust. It's a springtime right now as I'm filming, so there's a little bit of pollen in the air. You can dunk it as many times as you feel necessary. It gets all of it off of the towel. Wring it out once again. Don't worry about drying it so quickly. They're called rinseless, which means you don't need to take a hose and rinse it off. It's gonna do no damage to the paint if it dries on the paint. So just keep going over. It adds a lot of slickness. The cleaning ability is there. You're not going to use this, like if you go off-roading in a truck, you're not going to do this method. It'll ruin your paint, but it's really just for times like this. You can use it on your daily drivers if you're very good at maintaining your vehicles. It's a great maintenance wash, especially if you don't want to break out the hose. You can really use this in more situations than this. For motorcycles, it does a really good job. See, it's picking everything up. Just rinse it. Now that I got the whole panel, you don't have to worry about wringing it out 100%. It can drip all at once. You can let it dry a little bit. I'm going to take another towel here, and easy enough, I am going to dry it off. Same way. Just go in the same direction. Always work from top to bottom. Your rocker panels underneath the car is going to be the dirtiest, especially on the doors, the tires. Kick everything up. So you want to do that last. You can even, if your car is dirty enough, you can even do the 2 buckets. You know, do the top half with 1 bucket and 1 set of towels. Take another set and just do the rockers all the way around, if that makes you feel better. You just have to make that judgment call depending on the condition of your car. And so once you do that, you have a completely clean panel. You're ready to go to the show. You can dilute this correctly, any one of them. There's so many different rinseless washes out there, but rinseless washes is the important thing to remember. That's the product that you're looking for. You dilute it with water. You can put it in a spray bottle. Once you get to the car show, you can take it out, mist it like a quick detailer, wipe it with a nice rag, and you are just as good to go. But this is a nice method if it's just a little bit more than taking a spray to it. Now you have a clean panel, work your way around the car. You don't have to break out a hose. The most important thing is you're staying safe from all of the weather stripping, all the seals. So you don't want to have that experience where you're taking a pressure washer to it or free flowing water. All of a sudden, all your windows are foggy because you have water on the inside of your car and it's trapped. You have to wait for it to evaporate, and it's just not a good experience. So this is the safest way to clean your classic car or your well-maintained vehicle. So that's it. Rinseless wash, water in a spray bottle, in a bucket, a couple microfiber towels, one soaking in there, one to buff off, and it's as easy as that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.